Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers movie. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Don't forget the Webcomic Factory and Superfrat as well. Okay, Little Joan, what do we got here? Well, we got a cartoon based on a video game that's going to be a movie. Here's King Koopa, and he fights the little penguin people who are cute, and they're not very effective warriors, but they try. They try, and it's cute. It's a very cute scene, and then who's going to stop them? Well, it's going to be Mario. I'm a Mario. He's not doing that voice, by the way. It's just like Chris Pratt doing his Chris Pratt voice. I'm a Mario. I'm glad he's not more of an Italian stereotype, so that's good. It already looks kind of like, meh. Okay. I mean, the animation's nice, I guess. It doesn't appear to be a particularly compelling story, but he shows up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and you can pretty much guess what happens next. So it's the Super Mario Brothers movie. And so we got Chris Pratt as Mario, Anna Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, not sure who he is, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Seth Rogen. Come on, Seth Rogen's going to do a voice? He's going to do Fred Armisen, Sebastian Maniscalco, Charles Martinet, and Kevin Michael Richardson. I mean, it's a good cast, but who cares? You can't see any of these people. Half of them you won't even know. And there's Luigi. I think I want to say Charlie Day is doing Luigi, which will be funny if true. I don't know. It doesn't matter what Charlie Day. Charlie Day's pretty funny, but like, what? It's a video game. It's a damn video game. It's not meant to be a movie. It's just going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a cartoon. Why? The millions they threw into this. It's all because of an IP. Oh, we got an IP. Got to make a movie. We'll make some money. Will you? I don't know. This looks like a very expensive movie. I don't know. Is this just to promote the game coming out again? I mean, the graphics look great. If this was a game, I'd be like, ooh. What's the plot? I don't know. 3-act breakdown? Let's see. King Koopa is very evil. He's going to kill everyone and the cute little penguins, and he's going to gather up all the stars and, I don't know, emerge into the real world and be indestructible. He's gathering power. And then somehow Mario and his brother get sucked down into the sewers while doing a little plumbing. Oh, here's some gold coins. Oh, that's pretty lucky being here in the sewer with the poo. There's never any poo in Mario Brothers. You notice that? Yeah, you're bouncing around the sewer. There's never any poo. At some point, he gets sucked down the sewer into a sewer pipe into magical mushroom world, and so second act, he meets the princess. I'm gonna say, and he falls in love with her, and then Koopa shows up and kidnaps her, and he has to save the princess by doing all sorts of things that you'll sort of remember from the game, like, oh yeah. And there'll be member berries aplenty. Member berries aplenty, everyone. Oh, have your member berry. Remember this? Remember this? And then he dies. No, he doesn't die. Of course he doesn't die. And then there's some funny bits with Luigi, I guess. And then they, at some point, save the princess. The end. This isn't a movie I want to pay for. Would I see it? I might see it, but I'm not going to go to the theaters and spend $12, $14 to see it. It's just not worth that much money to see. And as much as I kind of want to support Chris Pratt, because I like Chris Pratt, but I'm not just going to see, I wouldn't see Jurassic Park nonsense. That Jurassic movie, Dominion, whatever the hell it was called, blech, Ugh. Now this looks slightly less insufferable than that movie, but what are you going to get here? Oh, yeah. Ha 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 ha. I remember this level. Ha 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 ha. Oh, he eats a giant mushroom. Oh, look at him get bigger. Look at him turn into a raccoon and hit everybody with his tail. Like, I've played the video game. What are you going to do here that I'm going to go, wow, ooh, that's a revelation? I didn't expect it to go this way. You know, it's tiresome. It's really just tiresome that you think you can sustain a movie. It's just, this is basically just a 2-hour commercial for what I assume will be the relaunch of the Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers game. I guess that's worth it for Nintendo to spend, I don't know what, I'm going to say conservatively $75 million on the animation here alone with all these stars. I mean, it might be funny. Charlie Day's pretty funny. Fred Armisen's done some funny bits. But it's not like they're writing the movie. This is going to be like, in my view, it's going to be corporate. You know, every line of this movie is going to have to be approved by Nintendo. It's their big thing. In cinemas soon. Really? I got to go to the cinema to see this? I don't think I do. Nah. I mean, I'll just wait for it to come out on some free thing, and then would I watch it? I don't know. I mean, maybe if people are raving about it, I'd watch it, but what is this really going to be? It's just going to be Mario saving the princess. I can see that. I think I have a copy of Super Mario Brothers here somewhere. I think I had a Super NES at one point. I may have sold it or thrown it out. Either one. I mean, this is the kind of game I'm sure if I do enough Google search, I could play it online for free. It's a game. You know? What next? Poker the movie? You know? Pac-Man the movie? I mean, it's just not a movie. There's some things that aren't movies. You know, I really like Chocolate. Chocolate the movie, not really a thing. You could put chocolate in the movie, but you can't make a movie like that the chocolate is a character, because it's not. So this is kind of similar. There's not really much of a story here. You're not going to reveal anything. Now, if you gave this, maybe if you gave this IP to some really talented creative and cut him loose to do whatever he wanted, maybe you'd get some cool stuff in here, like some cool new stuff that you'd watch the movie and go, oh man, I hope they put that in the game. Are you going to get that here? With all the money? No way. I don't think so. This is going to be the kind of thing where, like, if I was working this gig, they would have said, okay, write a draft of the Mario Brothers movie. Here are our first level of parameters. Right? It has to have these characters in it. These should figure prominently because we're putting this character in the game, this character in the game, this character in the game, right? So then let's say I'm not quite listening, as I often do with clients, and I just go, oh, I'm just going to give them a bunch of cool stuff. They'll like it because I'm that confident in my abilities, right? So I do a draft of the script, and then we have a big meeting, and it's like, oh yeah, you put this cool new power in. It's great. We love it, but it's not in the game. You're going to have to cut it out of the movie. Or they don't like it. Like, nah, we're not going to do that. Just use the powers that are already in the game, please. Just give us member berries and nothing else. So, I don't think you're going to get really anything super exciting here. Like, I don't know, if you set this in the future, you could, like, Mario's already old and it's son of Mario, let's say. Like Mario marries the princess and has several sons, and they're the new characters, and oh, they got completely different powers because of the mushrooms, right? That would be a cool game, right? Hey, you're already liking it, right? So say, all the kids, instead of having to eat the mushrooms, like one of them could just turn into a giant whenever he wants because Mario ate so many of those mushrooms, like, the kid just was born with that power. And same thing with, like, I don't know, Raccoon. And they'd all have different names, and it'd be like all new characters. And you'd have the old characters in it too, but they're older now and they're kind of retired. And they go on a new adventure with a new villain. And then you'd have a whole bunch of new IPs for Nintendo to go nuts with. Yeah, no, it looks like they're going back to the well. Uh, do I want to see this? Nah. As a video game guy, I love video games, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old for this. Maybe I want an actual story and not a video game. Maybe I could get just as much of a story. Just I don't know, searching on the internet or playing Doom. I got Doom Eternal. I mean, I play that sometimes. It's got about as much story as this, I guess. I mean, you don't save a princess, but you shoot a bunch of stuff. I got Red Dead Redemption. I know there's a ton of story in that. So, this is directly competing with video games. And I don't think it's really competing. Yeah, I mean, this is just member berries, in my view. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more based takes. What's coming up? Oh, right, Saturday. The Scary Story Fest. The link's in my book tour link. If you want to come to Asbury Park on Saturday, we're promoting it hard now because it's coming up this weekend. It's going to be in the basement of the bar, so it's inside, and it should be a good day. It's going to be a lot of authors there. It's in the basement of the bar, so you can get loaded or whatever. Buy some Pineys books. I think it's going to be fun. So I hope to see you there, and we'll see you in the next one.